this classroom. Hi, I'm Yawala, your mathematics tutor. In this video, we'll be talking about one of the very important polygons in the geometry, and the polygon is triangle. And what are those things we'll be discussing in this video concerning triangle? We'll be discussing the definition and the types of triangle. We'll be discussing the angles in the triangle, and likewise we'll talk about the real-life application of the triangle in this video. Now let's start. Like I said, our objective, let's write our objective here. Our objective, what we want to achieve, our objective in this video is to get the definition and the types of triangle. Likewise, we want to talk about the angles in a triangle, and lastly we'll talk about the real-life application. These are the objectives we want to achieve in this video. Now, what is triangle? Triangle is a polygon that has 3 sides and 3 angles. That's a simple definition of triangle. That is, triangle is a polygon that has 3 sides and 3 angles. That is, when you talk about triangle, it can come like this. It can decide to come like this. What we want to achieve is that there must be 3 sides, there must be 3 angles. You can decide to have it like this. All these, they are talking about triangles. So this one will now take us to the types of triangle. Like I said triangle. Triangle is a polygon that has 3 sides and 3 angles. 3 sides and 3 angles. So triangle is a polygon that has 3 sides and 3 angles. Now let's talk about the types of triangle. The types of triangle. When we talk about the types of triangle, we can talk about the types, or it can be classified in 2 ways. We can use sides to classify it. Under sides, using sides, we have the following types of triangle, which there are 3. We have what we call equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. That is, this one is talking about triangle of all the sides, the 3 sides. They are what? They are equal. All the 3 sides are equal. Same thing, all the 3 angles are equal. Definitely that is 60, 60, 60. In this my topic, I have my teaching here with me. I have my pivots or fulcrum. We use it very well in physics to do equilibrium. And likewise, I have my triangular prism. It can also be used. It's also a symbol of triangle. So to continue, I've talked about the equilateral triangle. The other type of triangle I'm making as number 2 under types, I have what we call isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. When you talk about isosceles triangle, from that word iso means 2 things that are alike, same thing, like twin. So 2 sides or two sides, 2 angles are equal. 2 sides, two angles are equal. That is, this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. This side equals to this side. That's what we call isosceles triangle. And the third one that I call Scalene. I call that third one Scalene. In this Scalene, none of the side is equal. None of the side is equal. None of the side is equal. So in that situation, I may have something like this. Maybe I have one angle here. What I want to bring out that none of them is the same. They are never the same. Yes, before we move to the second types or second classification of triangle, I want you to do something right now. Check your environment, check your house, check wherever you are. Look around very well. When you look around, just mention any object that is triangular in nature and type it in the comment below. Put it in the comment box. Those of you that have not been watching our videos, please do well to watch our previous videos. They are very good, they are very nice. And do well to subscribe, press the like button, like and share as we continue. Now, we want to go to the types of triangle based on angles now. Based on angles. Based on angles, we've talked about based on size. Now we're going to talk about based on angles. Now, based on angles, we have the following. Based on angles, we have the types of triangle based on angle. Based on angle, we have the following. We have the first one, we can say we have acute triangle. Acute triangle. No, under the types of angles, we also have angle. We have acute angle. Where we know acute angle as the angle that is less than 90. Definitely, when you now talk about acute triangle, it shows that all the angles in this triangle, they are less than 90. That is, all the angles are less than 90 degrees. Are less than 90 degrees. That is talking about acute. A good scenario, maybe I'm having like a equilateral triangle where all the sides are 60, 60, all the angles are 60, 60, 60. That is, none of them is up to 90. That was symbolized acute. Or maybe I'm having 70, 80, 70, 80, 30 now. Check out this angle also, it's not up. Check out this also, it's not, none of them is up to 90. So all these ones, they are symbolizing the examples of acute triangle. And I move to number 2, that I called right angle triangle. You can also call it right triangle. We are saying the same thing, right angled triangle. Why is it called right angle triangle? Because there must be a presence of one angle that will be exactly 90 degrees. That is exactly 90 degrees. We're talking about that's the right angle. This case is 90. So the rest are not going to share the remaining 90. So this is what made it called right angle triangle, because of this angle that is right angle already, that is 90 degrees. That it shows that we must have one angle that will be exactly 90. If you remember very well, in our previous video where we talk about trigonometry, we did something like this in trigonometry to solve problems and likewise to solve questions on trigonometry without using calculators. The right angle triangle, this particular right angle, the side that faces the right angle is called the hypotenuse, the longest side. You see, I have a question to back it up there, which you will see on your screen right now. So that's right angle, and the third type of a triangle based on angle, we say we have obtuse. We have obtuse triangle. In this obtuse, the word statement obtuse means more than 90. That is, out of this angle, in this triangle, we must have one that will be more than 90 degrees. Don't be surprised if you have something funny like this. Maybe this place is measuring maybe 110. The remaining will now be struggling for the remaining 70 to make it 180. So this is what we call obtuse. This is for right angle, and this is for what we call acute, like equilateral triangle is acute. Are we there? So this explains all the types of triangle that we have. We have explained the types of triangle based on size, where we talk about equilateral, we talk about isosceles, we talk about scalene. And likewise, I can see from the trace of my prism here, if it is well measured, this is giving us a picture of equilateral. That's why at times in physics they will say the angle of prism is mostly 60, telling you that it's the prism at times is mostly equilateral triangle in nature. Now, so also we discuss the type of triangle based on angles, where we talk about acute triangle, we talk about the right angle triangle, now we talk about the obtuse triangle. Let's check this question and put the answer in the comment below. I told you earlier, please do well to press your notification button, turn on your notification button, press your subscribe button, share the link, and click the like button as we continue. Number 2, we are done with this. We are now in number 2, angles in a triangle. When you talk about the angles in a triangle, the sum of interior angles. I use the word interior, definitely we have exterior angle. Take an instance. If I have something like this, this is inside, interior, this is outside, exterior. So here we are focusing on the interior. So that's why I said the sum of interior angles, sum of interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Take an instance, let's say this place is 50 and this place is 60 and you want me to find the side. How will I solve the problem? I will just say 50 degrees plus 60 degrees plus x equals to 180 degrees. Reason, sum of interior angles in a triangle. Sum of angles in a triangle. And from there, this is 110 plus x equals to 180, and x equals to 180 minus 110, and x equals to 70 degrees. That is the third angle in this triangle is 70 degrees. If what I've taught you pertaining to this number 2 objective, angles in a triangle, is clear to us, answer the question you are seeing now on your screen. On the other side, we want to talk about the real life application of triangle, where it is used. Real life application of triangle, where it is used. I'm holding pivot or fulcrum. It's used very well in physics, and likewise when you are in factory talking about machine. I can use it to know the center of gravity of this ruler, and the topic is called equilibrium. I can use it to determine the center of gravity of the ruler or any plank or material I'm using. And likewise, I am holding a triangular prism. So that's the triangular shape being maintained to produce this particular glass block in my hand. And it is used in physics to do refraction of light. It can also be used by the engineers. It is used in engineering, and likewise in the architect use such as well. It is used in the architectural work, where we can see it on the screen. Alright, let's recap what we have discussed. We have talked about the definition and the size of triangle. We've talked about the angles in the triangle, saying that the sum of angles in the triangle is 180. And likewise, we talk about the real life application of triangle, where it can be used in machine as pictography, as light for prism, and likewise how it is being used in engineering work and other things. Please do well to solve the questions on the screen and put the answers in the comment box. Keep practicing mathematics. Keep solving mathematics. See you in the next video.